Hiya girls, we are Barney and Lukey and we are the hot young visionaries behind Truffle Pig Wigs.
And this is Cliffhangers, the unofficial, unrequested and unhinged RuPaul's Drag Race recap show.
The views and opinions expressed on Cliffhangers are from a couple of women who just love drag and have zero real business judging it. If you are not a fan of red-hot acidic critique, turn back now.
He drives me crazy, up the wall, thinks he's Mr. Know-It-All. It's Barney.
That is a chillingly English voice. And her makeup is so bad, she looks like she had fireworks for dinner. It's Miss Lukey Luck. Again, quite an end of the pier read, but into it.
Fireworks?
Fireworks? That's why your face is so fucked.
Fireworks for dinner?
Wow. Clearly not an encyclopedia for dinner, Luke.
Well, surely I'd have no head if I had fucking fireworks for dinner.
Well, I don't know.
You've lost your head, darling. Would you have fireworks for tea? That's how you do it.
Okay. And as presented by Miss Lukey Luck, it's comedy hour. How you doing, Lukes?
I'm all right. I'm a bit fucking sick of everything.
Wow.
Yeah.
Welcome to the pod, girlies.
Sick of it all.
Yeah. Why? What's
know.
really got your goat, Lukes?
Everyone's annoying me. I hate everyone.
Including me.
Everyone. There's no one that's safe.
Yeah.
I'm talking your babies, Maggie. I'm talking everyone's pets. They all fuck off.
Wow.
But
Okay.
I'm going to do my best acting and just be really perky and say I had a lovely week, actually.
Yeah.
What have you been up to?
What have I been up to? I have literally nothing of interest. Our clients know we've been getting them goddamn wigs out.
It's about damn time,
yeah.
to quote a sex offender.
Is she a sex offender?
By way of her choreographer.
I believe that she is in the midst of trying to get that all disproved.
I wouldn't be surprised. I probably would if I was her as well. Me and my mum took my dad out for his birthday.
Love.
The first time he's been out eating out since he's had his stoma bag on, since he nearly died of cancer. But on the 30th, he's having his stoma bag taken off so he can shit through his arsehole again rather than his stomach.
Oh, the glory days. And what are you going to do with said stoma bag? Is it going to go on the wall? Is it going to be here in the studio with us?
I don't know.
Bedazzle it. Make a fucking event out of it.
See what it's doing for the rest of the year. But the pizza was so fucking buff. It was like this Michelin star pizza place in Chiswick called Napoli on the Road. And he's like,
how the other half live, eh?
Pizza Maker of the Year 2023. I think it's like global Pizza Maker of the Year.
Okay.
The one I had was...
Tell him.
Cream of Jerusalem artichokes base, smoked mozzarella, black olive powder, grilled artichokes and parsley. Oh my days.
Ooh.
It was fucking buff. And my mum, I wanted to like punch her in the face for eating something so nice and meat next to me. It was basically
What did she have?
ricotta with big old like folded slices of mortadella and then little rounds of like deep fried courgette and stuff.
That sounds absolutely fucking delicious.
Yeah.
I'm not really a pizza girlie, but if I was going to go pizza, I'd go Ital pizza, like proper, the good shit on it, you know? That sounds,
yeah, obviously.
Yeah. Well, no,
I ain't got
that's
time
not.
for your chicken tickers. I ain't got time for your barbecue chick. I ain't got time for none of it.
No pineapple.
I love pineapple.
Do you?
Yeah.
Not for me,
will
girls.
stand hard and fast on pineapple pizza. It's just so juicy.
Well, you know, a lot of the girlies out there do love like like a deep pan Chicago. You know, that's their pizza of choice.
A lot of girlies, you.
No, I mean I'm not a pizza girlie.
Yeah, but if you do, that's what you would have, isn't it?
No, well, I was saying if
Once he put cheddar all over my spinach and ricotta, and I'll never literally let it go. Like, no one asked you to get involved.
I would. If I was going to have pizza, what I mean is that I would go to somewhere where it sounds fucking buff and have buff ingredients like that. That sounds so delish. But, you know, getting pizza. Anything else that you want to tell the girlies? What have you been up to?
But that's literally it. Oh, I really want to go to this gig.
Anyone want to go to a gig with
Saturday,
Lukey?
It's DJ Assault and Miss Bashful. It's
Is
the
it a
king of
Phonox?
booty bass. It's Phonox. It's £5. Miss Bashful is the pioneer of slut techno.
There you
It's just
go.
going to be a fun time with loads of naked people and body parts shaking, I reckon.
So get into the inbox if you want to go on a night out with Luke.
Well, maybe you'll see me there standing around with a yellow carnation in my lapel waiting to be found.
Also, definitely don't message Luke's.
I mean, message me, but I won't
loads of
love
people,
you.
imagine loads of people being like, "Hey, girl, see you at the drink stand." Absolutely fucking not. Should we talk some drags?
Do you not want to do your lip sync of the week?
I do. Let
me make one up quickly because I forgot to do that. Is that what you were going to say?
Yeah. Why don't I tell you mine before I'll tell you mine before. So, Lukey.
I've done mine.
Oh, great. Lukey, if you were storing your pet bed bugs in your mouth so you couldn't talk properly and you only had the soft medium of song to convey how your last week has been, what song would you tell the viewers would be your lip sync of last week?
My lip sync of last week would be Turn Me On by Kevin Little because
you were frothy at the
that's
badge.
what we did to the heating. The heating's been turned on. And isn't it lovely?
True. It's absolutely unbearable. It's really, within a week, turned from like, what is this tropical... My God, this is the lowest depths of the pod so far. It's just like, let's talk weather, bitches.
We're British, aren't we?
Yeah. Moaning and queuing. Truly, absolutely unbearable in deepest King's Cross here. Woke up this morning, I was like shivering. I was like, nah, fuck this. Absolutely fuck this. I'm going into full winter mode now. It's coats on in the studio. It's moaning 24/7.
Soon, probably.
Oh my God, yes, absolutely. And my lip sync of the week would be Over and Over. Because let me tell you, since graduating, since coming back to London, isn't every week just the same? Wow. It's tough. Wow, what a low beat pod this is going to be this week. Let's talk some fucking drags and let's get this NRG up and pumping.
Previously on RuPaul's Drag Race UK.
The Girly Pops transformed pet supplies into high fashion garments. Banksy was top designer of the week and won her first badge, whilst Naomi and Alexis battled it out to Charlie XCXCX. Sadly, Alexis St. Pete was the first queen to be eliminated from Season Sank, and she took that rotten fish with her. By that, I mean the prop.
Yeah, well...
Yeah. We do not use the term
no.
fish.
Although I am seeing an uprising. You're allowed to, though.
All right,
if
fine.
anyone's allowed to, you are.
Suck on this fish.
Although I am seeing a bit of an uprising of it. I keep on seeing it mentioned on Instagram a lot. It's like, oh, girlies.
The girlies are rebelling. They're taking it back.
Yeah. Reclaiming the fish narrative, as they deserve. And then we head into after the elimination. Can I just say, Banksy, she is a skyscraper.
They need to make that door taller. They want to have a stable of supermodels. They need to do some reconstruction.
She is so fucking tall. And also, one thing I love as well, she's like one of these girls that's like, yes, I'm already 6'5". Yes, I will wear 6-inch heels. Like, she don't shy away from it. She don't get into a comfortable pump. So I don't know what many of the girls' excuses are.
I really hate it when women are like, oh, I wish I could wear heels, but then I'd be taller than my partner and I don't want to do that. Like, why?
Get a taller partner.
Exactly. Get them to wear some
Why is your
lifts.
man so squat?
Get some platforms. You heard of 1970s?
Yeah, I know, right? It's so lame. Like, I mean, obviously, maybe it's a good way out because it's like people are like, I don't want to fucking wear heels. And I get that. I understand
I mean,
it.
I get that. But then, like, don't
Not
lie.
for your man. And also as well, like, wouldn't you rather be a man with an absolute bad bitch model by your side? Be like, yeah, she's 6'3".
Shout out Jamie Cullum.
Exactly.
And like, what do lesbians do? They have to wear shoes that make them the exact
the
same
eternal
height.
question.
Yeah. WWLD. We'll ask LV.
We truly will. I don't think any lesbians are wearing heels, if I'm honest. Dara said it. No, shout out to Minxie.
I learnt 2 new lesbian tribes recently.
Please hit us.
Wait, what the fuck are they called? So it's basically stems and...
Stems? Women in stems. Literally women. If you fuck them,
Wow,
you're
do
women.
I know more than you do? Wow.
If you fuck them, you're women in stems.
Sure.
Yeah.
And then I can't remember what the non kind of American Black Latinx version of it is, but to do with butch and femme. Boom, bem, booms.
Love. Can you tell us what stem means?
It's halfway between stud and femme. Maybe you'll wear... And it's specifically more for the American Black and Latinx community. So maybe you'll wear like men's suits, but you'll have a beat on kind of thing. So basically just...
Most of the people on
neither.
Drag Race.
Yeah.
In full drag, but with half a beard. Love to see it. If you know any homosexual tribes, can you please let us know? Because we're always trying to up our info.
Don't tell us about dolphin. We know about them. We don't want to hear no more.
I need to know all of the motherfucking tribes. And I'm sure the young girls on the streets are creating them as we speak. So please let us know.
Banksy's back to being my number one narrator. Last week I thought it was Cara, but Banksy... This whole episode, actually, her personality has just been killing me.
It's been really shining through for Luke's.
I feel like we'd get on.
Yeah.
She's just like the dream narrator in Confessional and the dream instigator. Oh,
can I ask?
Sorry, we got an order.
Sorry.
It's like that advert. Wow, isn't that a lovely sound? You've just made an order on Shopify.
Can I ask, when was the last time that your bum went bop, 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 bop?
Wow, what a boring life. No, I can't even remember the last time I was scared.
It's probably a good thing. It definitely wasn't much. Me and Luke's, we're getting into spooky season, each year in spooky season in the studio, apart from last year because I was away in Oxford, but thank you for welcoming me
I
back.
was spookying by myself.
There you go.
You.
We watch horror films all day, every day. And we are so desensitized to horror films, let me tell you. It's like, I could be like raw dogging a snuff film whilst eating a packet of hula hoops and I wouldn't even blink.
Weirdly, it's like the real basic shit that makes me feel sick. Like in
we'll be watching
like Stranger Things when there's like he had to sort of like break his ankle to get out of the handcuffs.
Yeah.
That's the kind of thing that will have me like screaming out of the room. But
or we'll be watching Married at First Sight and be like, men are so terrifying.
Like give me kind of like a human body being ripped limb from limb. Like I'm literally just sitting there like nooch. Like when is anything gonna affect me? Do I need to just like eat some of my own flesh to feel something?
And also, like 95% of the time, the men are the villains. So I'm like, I expect it from them. Why? This is not surprising. Men kill people all the time. It's
all they want is young flesh.
Yeah, and we ain't got none in the studio.
Thank God.
So that's why we ain't quaking.
What did you think of Vicky chiming in, saying that she didn't think Tamara had anything to be sorry for? Because I agree. And I love that.
She was coming in with Le Théâtre in the second episode. I was into it. Third. To be honest, I thought she was just trying to chime in. I wasn't really feeling it.
But
I thought it was
I
a bit
agreed with her, though.
Excuse me, bitch.
What I didn't think, but I loved it. I don't think Tamara's face did change when...
I don't think it can.
I rewinded it many times and it was a slight less, like 1% less of a smile, but she didn't have a face on her. So obsessed with Banksy stirring the pot even more.
100%. I would die for Tamara, so I can't hear a single word said even slightly badly in her way. I just think I do think she has got a point. Them two. Cara has got a point because what you don't do is jump in between friends. It's like there's a history there. She might do that all the time. She might be a friend that like you have them friends that like
don't bring it out in public if you don't want people to chime in.
Well, she's just trying to get on her favourite show. She didn't know her housemate was going to be there too, and vice versa. I feel like if you have one of them friends that sort of like embarrasses you in front of boys or whatever.
Give me a name.
I'll give you a hand movement. No, I haven't got one of them. Please, as if. But when that is the sort of thing that people do. Like they'll embarrass you. I don't know.
I feel like boys do that a lot more.
Just because boys are shit. So yeah, I actually do think she had a point. If I'm honest, I feel like that she's like, look, that's not the thing to clown me on in front of RuPaul and Edward Enninfeld.
But
it's like
Cara was digging for the clowning. She could have just let Tamara answer the question and not chime in, but she was every time like,
let me tell you how that would have gone. Let me tell you how that would have gone if it was me and you there. Bitch, I have never seen you make a dress in your life.
I would just list off imaginary dresses that don't even make sense.
If they were like, oh my God, like, so you live together, like Barney.
The blue one, the green one, the yellow and pink one, the full sequin one.
But if you'd done that, if they'd been like, but even regardless of what Caramel said, like, if they'd been like to me, oh, have you seen, like, is Lukey a great seamstress? I'd be like, she's absolutely incredible. I was like, what she can do with fabric, like, I'm so shit compared to her. I would just, as your friend, I'd just be going off because I'd be like, this is Edward Enninfeld and RuPaul. Do you know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't be doing the opposite. I've been like, I've never fucking seen you make anything.
I think because Cara was being so, like, in her face, it was just like surprising her, like, wait, like, what? What is it? Well, I haven't seen anything. Like, why are you making this bigger? Like, just ignore me and let RuPaul carry on talking.
True. I think when the brass tacks of it is, I would want it's already difficult enough as it is. If there was someone that I knew not just well, but was my housemate, I'd be like, bitch, back me in absolutely everything I say. My delusion is your delusion. That's what I would want, personally.
I think, though, that Cara had already started, I don't want to be attacked. The black woman is attacking people, but I felt like she had already, like, kind of been spiky.
She was spiky, but I think...
So it's like, I think there's spikiness through Tamara. So like, if she was maybe going to be like, oh, we're in on this together, it's like, well, then why are you bringing shit to me? Like,
true. But I think as a friend, personally for me, I would hope that if you could see that I was spiky, you would be like... I think this is something he's insecure.
No fucking way. If you're being spiky, bitch, fuck off.
Move away from my station, bitch.
Yeah, sorry.
Spike-free zone. No, I would hopefully you would see the terror in my eyes and be like, he's in front of RuPaul. He probably feels quite insecure. That's what it came from, wasn't it? It was like, she probably, if I'm
Well,
honest,
she said, this was in front of Edward Enninful. So.
yeah. If I'm honest, I don't think she's got the acumen. I don't think she's got the CV to back it up. And that's why she was panicking a bit.
Sure.
Which is fair fucks. Because if you're not a girl, I feel like Banksy is a girl who's out here like making shit, you know? I don't know that to be true. I just feel it. It's a feeling. But yeah, whatever. Also, discounted Tamara. I can't remember which bitch said it, but was it Kate Butch?
Yeah.
It was like, I'd really counted her out, but now that I've seen her sell that comment, it's like, counted her out? I would have put her as one of the forerunners.
Me too.
Like, I was really surprised to hear someone say that they, like, have you not seen Drag Race? It's like, she is loud, funny, and also hot. Yeah. Looks like to me.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how dumb do you think it is to be running around playing silly buggers backstage?
Personally, for me, I wouldn't want to be doing it, but I would be. That's exactly the sort of thing that I would be doing.
Mine are made of shards of glass. Like, it's dangerous enough just existing, let alone existing on Drag Race, let alone jumping around backstage.
The thing is, they not only were they both barefoot, they were also in breastplates, which is like 3 inches of pure foam. It's like you really think any time that you would be quite safe in that, but turns out death for the girlies.
It's a brand new day in the workroom.
Can I just say, I need to ask you a question. I forgot that The Prize was a documentary, and having recently seen the Crystal documentary,
but they're just as what you want to make them, though, aren't they? Like, they
This is what I was
chose to
gonna
make
ask.
it about this show at the Palladium.
what was your thoughts on the Crystal doc?
I was only half watching it when I was getting my hair done. It was like very easy to watch, but I didn't really find anyone too likable.
I actually quite liked it. I thought it's nice to see. What I did like to see is the community behind the girlies. I liked that. I liked that for them, especially as young queer people. I think like that's very cute. They've got their own thing going on. But what I did absolutely fucking love about it is they are all I don't want to say ego. It's not that they're arrogant, but like they back themselves so
Face
fucking.
full of your ego's enormous.
They back themselves so hard. It's so funny that they're like, we are motherfucking divas taking over the world. We're not just the dolls, we are the only dolls. Like, just like so intense. It's like, but then it would get them backstage and they're just sort of like, then like absolutely freaking out about like doing a box step. It was like, I don't think that's very diva behaviour. But I was very into the vibe. But my question is for you. If you could have if you won and you had a documentary about anything, what would your...
Also, I don't think it's a documentary, it's a series.
It's a limited series.
But it doesn't have to be like a documentary following you around. It could literally be like a chat show, a game show.
Okay, so I ask you this question. What would you want yours to be? It can be anything.
Style chat show with like a little bit of fun features, maybe a song at the end or a duet with the music.
Couple of dance numbers.
Week, you know.
Yeah, you and Elton behind a piano.
Exactly.
Catching up. Love that for you. I would want sort of becoming Barney, like a serial killer-esque, like how he got to this point. A documentary like going through my life, being like, here he is at 6 years old.
What, like, this is your life?
Yeah.
Will you have killed?
I think I probably would have killed by that point. That's the only way I would have won.
Okay, fine. So
just
this
the blood
is
bath.
a, like, beyond the grave since you've been put to death in America.
Yeah, absolutely. Lethal injection all the way.
Yeah.
And when I had that lethal injection as well, obviously I'd be in a wig. Wig, no beat, but a red lip. Obviously.
Blue eyeshadow if I know you, Barney.
For glamour. And when they put the lethal injection in, I would arch up and I would rise up and I would start shouting and screaming until it took over me. I would have the most dramatic. How would you like to go?
If I wanted to freak people out or just how I would want to go?
Both.
Okay, so...
Where's the drama? I need...
Sleep in my bed.
Okay, but if you're going to die, I need drama, I need theatre,
Well, I think like going in an explosion's pretty fucking sick, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, and even if I don't die that way, just fucking tie my body off to a few fireworks and let's have a party.
Do you know what I'd quite like? I'd quite like to have an explosion, but I've eaten it, so I'm like exploding from the inside. That'd be quite cute. Or, hear me out, dildo.
Death by dildo.
Dildom.
Is that what killed Dildando? Dildos.
No, a dildom. Like, you're getting fucked by the explosive. So then you're blowing, you're like a bomb.
Oh, sure.
It's like a bussy bomb. Hear me. That would be quite cute.
Yeah.
Or, even more cute, a sounding bomb.
No.
From the
You've
urethra.
gone mad. You've been insane.
I
don't want to drown. I don't want to burn.
No,
They're
absolutely
like
not.
my top two don't wanters.
My top one is anything acidic.
That's like burning to me.
I don't want to be bubbling. Yeah.
No.
So if you're hearing this,
I wouldn't mind freezing to death, though. I mean, obviously it's not ideal, but
it's like a long sleep.
you fall asleep. Yeah. So it's just like, take off all your clothes, go get wild, and have a nap, and then never wake up. That's better than like, oh my God, imagine being burnt at the stake. I think about it all the time because I think they would have pointed at me.
Oh my God, it's so unbearable.
Just imagine just like the feeling and the smell of your own like flesh burning.
Well, you would also hope as well as a witch that you'd like really, you'd taken the right tincture before.
I just hope I am a real witch and it's not just poor old Luke's. She had too much sass and they strung her up.
100% more than anything, we would have been gone.
Anyway, RuPaul walks into the room.
It's a new donkey day.
RuPaul walked in.
Kate Booch.
Kate Booch.
Did you clock Kate Booch with her workroom ladies leatherette holdall?
No.
She had like I don't know whether it was from the challenge. Did she win the challenge? Because if not even Begs, then that just means she jacked it. She went mopping the...
No, Tamara won that challenge.
That mini challenge. She had like a sort of like large square red leather bag.
Oh, la la.
Because it's a known fact that a lady do carry a bag.
A lady do. I've got to ask you something.
Please.
What gives you the ick?
In what? Friends? In lovers?
Anything. Your main ick. Like the first thing you think of.
This is obviously such a bait one, but one thing that gives me the ick so hard is when people are cunty / arrogant, but you can tell that it comes from insecurity. I mean, it happens a lot on this program. But you know when you meet someone and they're like giving you real cunt, but you can tell that they're just like a quaking ball of nerves underneath it. It's like, baby girl, let's soften.
Yeah.
Let's hug.
Who are you doing this for?
Yeah. That really, and it's one of the only sort of qualities in people that like I actually just like, it makes me not want to talk to you. I don't have any time for it. I'm like, other things I can be like, this is annoying, but I can get into it and I can soften with you. But often that's just like, no, this is not the person for me to be around.
No.
What about you? What gives you ick?
It's the thought of being very, very earnestly and genuinely serenaded by acoustic guitar by a lover. Anything earnest to do with emotions, to be honest, gives me the ick.
Anything emotional.
Yeah. I don't mind fun emotions, but when it's like, you know, like people looking you in your eyes telling you they love you when you don't love them, it's like...
What about if you do love them, though?
Well, that's different. That's not icky.
Okay.
But it's icky when people are being very, like, intense and you're just like, no.
Also, I have a very strong ick for, like, very chuggy or very, like collusion, ASOS, that world of, like, a very specific type of clothing. That, you know, like when you go out and you see like the girls that are at techno raves, but they're like the clothes that they've bought are like from the techno rave section of ASOS.
Sure.
That like specific stuff. What I hate is sanitized culture. Like I hate like a subculture that's then made for the masses. Do you know what I mean? When everyone was like, oh, we're giving you black lipstick and fake septum piercings. That sort of shit makes me like my skin crawl.
Same. It reminds me of like when we used to go to festivals all the time, and I used to wear like fun, silly clothes. And then it's like suddenly that has turned into like a genre. And then there's just like these girls coming with like a full boohoo suitcase full of like flower crowns and like the stick on gems and everything's like, it's just like, that literally makes me want to wear all black. No glitter. Like, I don't want to be part of this. Like,
our festival evolution has really gone from like, at one point we'd be like, 10 years ago we'd be at festivals and it'd be like, yeah, I'm going to dye my hair like orange for the festival. I'm going to like cover my entire body in Vaseline and then roll in glitter and just wear like the most dumb shit. Like as long as it was bright and dumb, half costume, half just like, literally it was like, I don't give a fuck what I look like at this festival.
I would not wear in.
Yeah, I want to look as nuts as possible. You just be going around in like just like picking up costume shit from everyone. And it was so like non-fussy that it was jokes. And just everyone, you just see people and be like, what the fuck are you wearing? Need I remind them? Maybe we'll put up on the pod the photo of you with the face.
What face?
When you did your face. Was it a monobrow that was really good? A monobrow with the glasses and the flowers on top? Maybe at Wilderness? With
the full glitter face?
Yeah. The full glitter face with a monobrow.
But that was even later in the game. That was me being half-hearted.
True. But that's the joy of it. It's like, you're like, I'm going to do a face. It ain't glam. It's like, I'm going to see what will stick to my face in the next 15 minutes and then I'm going out.
One SGP, because I had that sick bruise powder, We're just like covered in just like everyone in the gang had just had like black eyes and just like as if it was like Halloween and just like bloody shit, just like on a lovely summer afternoon.
And then maybe throw a drag wig on top.
Why not?
Maybe some Marcel waves to kick it off. But then now when we go to festivals and it's just like, hey, this is me in my sort of sequin onesie. And then like what gets me is I see these girls and I'm like, you have a fresh blowout. You have 6 different colours in your cut crease. You have glitter. You have the gypsy, what's it called? The
gypsy shrine.
Yeah, gypsy shrine, like things. And you have like all this jewellery on it. It's like, did you sit in your boiling hot tent and take 3 hours to get ready? It's like, they're
probably going down and paying like 40 quid to go and get glittered at one of those.
Yeah,
like,
it's like I've got a couple of swipes of right guard, turn the underwear inside out, and I'm ready to go for another 48 hours.
I don't need to look in the mirror. I'm snorting off it.
It's absolutely insanity to me. So then now, literally at the last festival we were at, we were just like literally all just in like black t-shirts and shorts.
I'm not part of this.
Yeah, I can't be part of it.
We are digressing,
aren't we?
Like a motherfucker today.
But very sad you didn't see the hold. Did you see Ginger Johnson, my sweet babe, giving big Timmy Mallet vibes? The true gay men obsession with looking like oversized toddlers.
No.
Just like the big glasses and like big like baggy, what they called? Dungarees. It's like, you truly look like a 3-year-old.
Yeah.
Love him.
They do like that though.
Love him.
Night of a Thousand Pop Icons, very exciting runway.
Is it?
Although,
question mark.
When I actually went to it, I was kind of like, I wish they had just chosen a person because it's too broad.
Yeah.
I like it when you get to see like a retrospective of one person, unless it's J-Lo, because that was so boring.
Yeah, true. I mean, nothing will ever beat Gaga. Jean Castelbajac made that for me.
Having her there was just
she's like so cunt and she's so pretentious. I love her.
Do you think you would get picked for the good group or would you be a leftover?
Bitch, what do you think?
I don't know.
For a girl group.
But do they know you? Do they know of you?
Do they know you? Yeah, because I would have been unbearable already. I would have been like singing around the workroom, giving them a kick and a split just to make sure I get picked.
I'm pretty sure I would have been in the leftovers, but I am.
No, you wouldn't, because if we would have been there together, and I would have been, you would have been my first pick.
Well, who knows?
Also, as well, like shit like this really bothers me because I need to know what you're judging this on.
That they are. Most of them know that they're all dancing queens, I guess, and then.
But it's like
I thought Michael and Maruli, Michael and Vicky,
were
a bit of a less obvious pick, but maybe it's kind of like you've been in the biz so long, darling, so I'm sure you can do something.
But this is exactly what I mean. It's like I would have absolutely loved to be in the other group. Like,
who would your group have been?
I would have picked
you and 4 others.
I would have picked number 1. First up, I would have picked Naomi Carter.
Naomi?
Yeah, seen her perform. Love the way she performs.
Cara top. Cara and Tamara. Cara.
The only thing is that would have made me.
But that is actually based on seeing Tamara dancing in the show, so I hadn't have seen that yet. So
I would have gone Naomi Carter, I would have gone Tamara, I would have gone Cara, definitely them 3, and then probably like Ginger. Probably like you want to make them laugh. It's like it's all
gotta laugh.
It's all well and good. What I didn't like about it is it was like,
where are the jokes?
It's what I didn't like about it is like I get that you're like, oh, we're dancing girls, whatever. I am also a dancing girl, but it was the energy of like, we are dancing girls and you are dog shit on our shoes. It was all very strange. It all got very cunty very quickly. And it was like, I'd love to be in the other group. The other group, if I look at like people like Ginger and Kate Butch, it's like, you actually have much more of a good chance. I think they would have been fine if it hadn't been for Naomi's knee. Like that kind of tied it down a bit, but I don't think that they were, I much preferred the other lyrics. I would have been fine in the other group. Would you? Who would you have picked for the group?
Cara, Tamara, Banksy. Who else is in this bloody godforsaken?
Oh yeah, loved Banksy as well. Sorry to leave you out, baby.
Don't know. Can
I say what we do need as a sound? I think it's time to get to work, girls. Need that as a sound. That
we'll do this for now then.
Proper job, my handsome.
Absolutely crap me up. And also, like, the way that they were talking about the other girls as well, like the leftovers, like all of this, it's like, bitch, Banksy just won.
But also, I feel like that's just like part of the whole gag. Like, I feel like in America recently, this kind of thing happened and it was very tense between us and them. But this time, I feel like the leftovers, they were just like, look at those fucking idiots. Like, it was equally, I don't want to be in your group from both sides. So I didn't feel like one of them was the kind of underdogs or to be portrayed to feel sorry for, because I think they were both happy with their sides.
Well, I wouldn't look at like I wouldn't look at VV and MM and be like, they are the people that I need for my killer girl group, personally.
Because you're age resist.
No, I mean, not at all. Like, surely Ginger's... How old's Ginger?
I think like 30.
Mid-30s.
Yeah.
I think Ginger's probably the same age as Vicky.
We'll never know.
I guess we'll never know. Yeah, I mean, they just... For me, girl group is all... I wouldn't want to be in the group that takes themselves super fucking seriously.
No.
Unless you're going to give them, like... Big...
But then they actually didn't, because like the lyrics were silly, like Tamara's lyrics.
But they have to be. But it did take itself very seriously.
With the dancing, yeah. But,
Unless you're going to give it like bing, bang, bong energy that...
That's the only group anyone ever wants to be in.
Well, exactly. How dare you? What are they called? The Frock Destroyers are right there. Yeah, I wouldn't... It was, I mean... I would. To be honest, I was quite surprised by the song. When they were like, oh, it's a bit housey. I was like, is it? Is it really? Yeah. I thought, but it's got a little sax in.
Moving on to the recording studio.
Please.
Where the fuck is Emanike? I tried to Google this and I couldn't find any.
Where is she in the world?
Well, why is she not on it? This is normally the last 2 years at least. No, the last 3 years. She was on Bing Bang Bong, wasn't she? So
yeah. I imagine you probably don't get paid for it, or like, I wonder whether.
But surely it's just like a little fun day out.
Well, I wonder this all the time. Are they there because they produce it?
Yeah.
Then you probably can't afford Emanike. Like, they probably could once because he was like, yeah, I'll do it for jokes or whatever. But it's like an Emanike production. You can't, like, Beyonce, Madonna, like, that's one of the biggest producers in the world.
Was he producing for them?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
One of the biggest producers in the world.
I just think of him as a little East London boy.
Oh, little. He's like 6'5". Most importantly, we need to bring this up on a public forum. Your ick is boys in bad fashion. Just let that settle in.
I wrote down the lyrics because they're so great. I
boys
actually
in
had
bad
to
fashion in his Adam Lambert style drag. Like, please.
I had to refer to the Geordie Dictionary from the Visit South Tyneside website.
Thank you.
Divant.
Because if there's one thing she is, it's researched.
Divant means do not. So
Divant.
It's... I didn't like men with bad fash. Gives me the yick. I get a rash. Okay, I'm Greek. I'm bad. You're a big ball sack, and there's no way you're getting inside her. Oh. I've written down a lot of lyrics this episode.
I hate it. I had such a strong reaction. I thought their lyrics were dog shit, personally.
That's the only ones I remember.
They just like, that doesn't even mean anything. That is
I don't care. It's funny. Do you think Bimini's lyrics said much?
Yeah, like Bimini's lyrics said something about them. It's like,
I mean, hers actually did.
Yeah. And also Tace's, and also like Ahora's. Like, that doesn't say anything about Michael Maruli at all. Like,
it's just funny. It's just funny bitch.
It's just words thrown together. And I thought the other.
Also, it's not meant to be about you. It's meant to be talking about your ick. So it annoyed me that some of them were like, I'm a lovely dancer and I do my hair. It's like, that's not what the song is about, you fucking idiot. Right, go on, do your pre-written lyrics then, why don't you?
I just can't believe that he had the audacity to say boys in bad fashion, especially after last week's runway. Oh no, sorry, the first week's runway. The shoulders, the wig. I mean, bold. You are bold, ma'am. Let's talk about Vicky Vivacious. She was in the Supreme Fabulettes, who Boy George called a high-kicking triumph.
Well, there you go.
And they were on, do you remember that there was Drag Queens of London?
No.
It was like the original drag documentary. It was about 10 years ago. And it it was like the London, like Soho drag queen scene, super crunchy, super like...
Who was in it?
I can't really remember. It was like, I did watch it at the time and was like, this is not the drag scene I know. But who am I to? I'm going to tell you who's in it. It was. If
you wanted it,
I don't know whether it was like. To be honest, I don't know whether it's drag queens that are still working now. But I guess we'll find out. Silver Summers.
No.
Heard of him? Oh, Lady Lloyd, who's DJ Lady Lloyd. She's like a Soho, like quite a
sure
old school Soho DJ. Bag of Chips was on it, whose real name is Leo Lauren.
Leo Lauren?
Leo Lauren. That is absolutely not your name, I'm sorry.
Is that double-barreled first name or first and second?
It's first and second. It's Miss Dusty O, Rosie Beaver, Violet Sparks, Vanity Von Glow. We've done wigs for them. Yeah. Vicky Vivacious, Meth. I did not know that either. I don't remember that at all. Bourgeoisie, I do remember that. Bourgeoisie, do you know Bourgeois?
Yeah.
And Munro Bergdorf. Also, do not remember
Monroe.
Transitioning transsexual and aspiring businesswoman, Monroe is the it girl of the drag scene. Her high-end lifestyle and big dreams ensure she's always in the spotlight.
What, for DJing?
Yeah. Recurring cast Jodie Harsh, Ruby Jones, three Ys, Miss Cairo, Lily Snatchdragon.
Oh, Miss Cairo. She always used to be at Trixie Malicious's.
She's family fierce, isn't she? Lily Snatchdragon and Johnny Woo. I think we should try and rewatch that and talk about it on the pod.
Maybe.
It's got 10 episodes. Yeah, we absolutely need to find that. Sorry, back to the drags.
Do you think Michelle knew that Vicky's deaf in one ear, or do you think that they actually ask everyone, is there anything I need to know before you start recording?
They would have 100% known she would have had to put it on her
Yeah,
form,
but
I
so
guess.
that was a whole staged thing.
Oh, yeah, of course. Also, she was like, good job. That means... sure.
Yeah, everyone's talking. I don't want to like hate on Vicky V because I do like her actually, but I wasn't hearing fantastic singer. I was just hearing
vocals.
singer.
I was not
just
hearing
a
vocals.
song.
Yeah, I was hearing you can sing in tune.
Yeah.
But I think maybe that's sort of the benchmark of this season. That it's like there is actually no singer. So
Well,
like,
literally dying at Cara trying to find the notes. You did a
go
search
off,
party, bitch.
But what is annoying is that it's like, do you know what? It is enough to be able to just sing in tune. It's like drag queen songs are absolute dog shit. It's like listen, they get up in the gig, they perform. Like, you don't need to be able to sing. I mean, look at Her Royal Highness Bimini. Like, no shade to Bimini, but like, she's not like a crazy vocalist. But it's like, what if you can sing in tune and hold a tune? That is enough.
Do you even need to be able to sing these days?
That's
Can
what
you
the
just like
girlies love.
talk and then get a bit of auto tune?
Speak to Shay Shay Coulee.
Wow, rude.
Well, she's not a singer, is she?
As someone who's listened to her EP and seen it performed live, I'd say that she is a singer.
Is
Yes.
she? I feel like I've never heard a song that she sang on. All
So
I
if
know
you
is
wanna ride, we can ride.
Khaki. But love her anyway. I have to say it. Shelley looking absolutely more yanked than ever. Her eyelids are on the back of her head at this point.
That royal blue glittery eyeliner was so gorgeous.
Tell him.
It was kind of like under and then into the flick. I was trying to look at it, but ugh.
She is so yanked. Like, it is insane. Like,
Weird
just
Al
her
Yankovic.
face. Her face is so pulled. And I was thinking, oh, that's a bit of me, that is. That's the look in it. I can't wait till we get to that point.
Question. Is rapstress a real word, or is it just something that we have adopted into the Drag Race dictionary post-Lemon?
I'm a straight up rapstress. I believe it is a thing.
Is it
I can imagine the sort of pitbull in a skirt saying that she's a straight up rapstress. Do you know what I mean?
You reckon?
Miss Evie Eve.
Would they say they're rappers?
Tarina. A rapstress. I mean, it feels quite sexist. It feels like you can't be a rapper as a woman.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'll fuck with it for now. Also, as well, absolutely, we need as a sound. It's a bitch track. Was
Hang
very.
on, my wires all bloody.
Oh God, how embarrassing. I was very into it. Thoughts on making your rap about TERFs and Tories?
Let it be fucking known.
Yeah.
Don't give me the ick.
Yeah, I liked it. I think that like icks have become quite chuggy in general now. So quite flagrant use of chuggy today. But do you know what I mean? It's like, oh my God, that gives me the ick. It's kind of, by the time it gets round
It's actually more than the ick. The ick
Yeah.
is something.
by the time it gets around to Drag Race making a song about it, it's already deeply uncool to say. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's BDE. By the time it got round to Drag Race making a song about it, it was like, no one would ever want to say that out loud.
No.
And it's a bit the same with the ick, that it's like, ugh.
Also, the phrase is yuck my yum. Don't yuck my yum.
And what's the song?
Don't ick my yum. So that's weird. Also, because I've only literally found out about this phrase like within the month, and then I've heard like about 5 people say it. So it's very weird that this is the theme of the song. And it's like, but you're not even getting it right.
I was absolutely dead when they were like, are you silly like this all the time? And he was like, I'm the silliest sausage you'll ever meet, Michelle. I thought, I bet Lukey is kicking and swinging her legs at that little comment. He was the cutest little bitch in the world, isn't he?
Yeah. Should we move on to the dance rehearsal?
Please. Would you want, as someone that loves to amp up the choreo, personally, would you be like, fuck this, we need it simple and smooth? Or would you be like, no, I want to challenge myself? I mean, you can pick up choreo fine, but like, would you?
I'd say simple, strong, powerful moves that look good together.
So what the dancing group did, would you be fine with that?
Well, initially I was like, ooh, would I be able to do that? And then when I watched it the second time, I was like, actually, it's pretty easy.
Yeah.
Don't hit my jump, a couple of...
Yeah, well, that was the thing. I was like,
Vivian
this is...
Smiths. What's her name?
Vivian. Vivian... Banks.
Vivian Banks, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, this is super simple. I don't know why you're bitching and moaning about it being complicated. But again, if you've seen the Crystal Versace documentary, she don't love the choreo, does she?
No. She's more of a freestyle mover.
Yeah, don't I know it.
I'd really like that fan out kind of cannon that Fist Force 5 did.
Yeah.
Like opening up like a lovely vulva.
Yeah. I thought the stagecraft and the positioning and the general dynamism of it was quite fab. I thought that's a job well done by our good girl Cara.
I think I would get a bit stressed in the rehearsal because I would be a bit of a Tamara because I am a bit of a please let's not all focus on me making this, let's just move on and I will practice this at home because I also like to learn things in my trainers and then practice in heels later. But I felt like you would get red for that in Drag Race, but they always come to rehearsal in heels.
I think you do rehearse in heels though, because it's like this is a new, you need to feel what it feels like on the stage so you don't like slip or whatever. I think it's more, I don't think it's the eyes on you that you're like, oh, I need to do this. It's more that it's like...
Do you think on the day you get a chance to do a dress rehearsal?
No, probably not. Probably not. So I think it's like more just about the safety of it.
Yeah.
I would be like, listen, bitches, now is your time to step up. This is when it would be difficult that it's like if you hadn't picked the right group. Because if you had, like, it's not a... There's many drag queens that are absolutely fantastic that can't pick up choreo and can't dance at all. Mm. So then it would be a bit difficult that it's like, you would want good choreo because it really does. As soon as the choreo is shit, RuPaul checks out. Yeah. So
I'm happy with a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. I just don't want a 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 5. I don't want that.
No half counts.
No, I feel like 1 and 2 is like a half.
No quarter counts.
Yeah, nothing shorter than a half for Luke's.
Yeah, no syncopation for the big.
With the on the drums.
How the fuck is her knee so jacked? Like, how can you jump into each other and then all of a sudden she's like, I can't stand any longer? It's so scary. It's
so stupid. Like, you've seen what's happened. Like, literally, I would be walking around in...
Speak to my good girl, Vicky Scone.
Exactly. I'd be wearing fucking hazmat suits filled with, like, packing peanuts or something.
I think it's so naff not to help if it's what you're good at. You know, when Caramel was like, I don't want them to look like shit. And she was like, no, like, let them. It's like... Imagine if that was sewing, for example, and one of the girls was like, look, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Like when Naomi went up to Cara and was like, how's this outfit? And Cara was like, yeah, it's fine.
But that's different because she'd finished it at that point. Do you know what I mean? Like, sure. It's like, you can't then just be like, bitch, start again. She's like it is kind to then be like, yeah, it's fine. And also, do you know what? It was fine. She's still here.
Yeah. I don't know. I disagree on the Cara thing because it's like,
well, no, because Cara was the one that was like, Cara was the one that was like, I will help them.
Yeah, I know, but like, she can't do that. All she could do would be like, that's good. I'd maybe change that. She can't really help that much. So it's just like.
But that's what she was doing. She was like, I think you need to move more, which they did.
Yeah, 100%. But again, I also think like.
It was, I can't remember who else. I can't remember who else was it.
I'm Team Michael. Let him go.
Of course you are. Old Eminem. I just feel like it's like clearly your group is much better. You've got Tamara, you've got Kari, like you've got people that can really dance. And it's like, and they don't have anyone like that in their group. If it was me on the thing, I would be like, I would suggest maybe doing this a bit more. Have you thought about doing this in canon? Have you thought about spreading out?
Let's see if any of the girls help out the dancers when it comes to the comedy challenge or anything like that. Well,
exactly. But it's just, I think early on, that's the precedent that you should set, that it's like, we are sisters. And it's like, I could sit there and choreograph the whole thing sitting down and be like, you should do this, you should do this. Doesn't mean you're going to be able to do it. Doesn't mean you're going to be able to like execute it well. Do you know what I mean? It's like, I don't know. I would just...
But also, if Cara... Part of the challenge is to dress and choreograph the band. So if Cara had piped in too much, they might be like, well, do you know what? Your team didn't fully choreograph that.
True. But I was just surprised that it was like early on. She was like trying to give a bit. Because they also as well, they did ask. They were like, that doesn't look any good, does it? They're just like, no, don't help them. And it's just like, I think that's a bit naff, personally, for me.
It's just bitchy, isn't it? It's just drag, honey.
Let's move on to the elimination day.
Wait, is there anything else I wanted to say?
I'm waiting.
Oh, I had to do a screenshot of when Banksy says a line, face for the filler and the eagles are enormous. It cuts to the Fierce Force 5 and just the reactions are priceless. It's so funny. It just cracked me up when Ginger said, as their choreo session is going very well, like, this really is showing how diseased we truly were to not get picked.
Yeah. Truly, they did have a point with that one, didn't they? Bottom of the bag, girlies. But I just also think it's lame, you know? Hit 'em.
With what? It's elimination day.
I feel absolutely rotted for our good girl Naomi.
But at least she's able to roll in PJ slippers and a dressing gown.
That is true.
I don't know what she's for. Fuck the burgundy mock croc duos. I'm coming in comfort.
I really want them to win now, especially that the other team are going so hard on them. I'm like, the whole time I'm like, come on, babies, like, let's do this. I was like really, really going for them.
How would you feel about the choreo having to be changed so late in the day?
I would personally, if I was choreographing it as a creative mastermind myself, I would have like made it, rather than have them in the middle, I would have made it about a narrative. I would have made it a story that they're sat down or lied down or whatever, rather
but
than...
would it stress you out having learnt one thing one day and then on the show day it's like, great, we've got to make up fucking something else?
No, because I feel like if you're smart about it, you would be like, I overcame the challenge. Do you
And
know what I
also
mean?
it's literally happened to you when I sprained my ankle on the way to Good Pleasures and you lot had to work out
My
4
God.
people instead of 5.
My God. It wasn't.
I'm cackling home in the
It
cab.
wasn't 4 people instead of 5. It was 3 people instead of 4. Because we were in two partners. And we couldn't do any of the partner work. Do you remember?
So what were you doing, Matt, just swapping Sophia between
Yeah.
you?
Oh my God. What a fucking joke.
That's showbiz, baby.
That is true.
I hadn't really noticed it that much before, but there was just a shot when, I was going to say Dermot, when Ginger was doing her makeup and she looked over and I was like, that, my friend, is Dermot O'Leary. I see it now, 100%. That's
Oh my God,
literally
so much.
insane. She could have done a lot of money look-alike in the late 90s, early 2000s.
I've got a question. My timelines are somewhat skewed. Michael Maruli says she is here in drag because of the Spice Girls. Did she start drag a lot later in life? How can she be in drag because of the Spice Girls?
The Spice Girls were in the 90s.
So that would make her... She would have had to be at least 16 to get up. Well, not... It just seems like quite a late thing to have her got in drag. I thought she would have been like the Supremes, you know? Like, they inspired me to be in drag. How old is she?
I don't know, but the Spice Girls is pretty long ago.
Not that long ago, though. I don't know. I'm fresh off the new Beckham documentary. Have you seen it?
No.
I cried about 3 times in it. God fucking bless that stupid little man. I love him.
Why?
And that is a hill that I would die on. First of all, Vicky B, absolute comedy legend, funniest bitch in the world. She is so funny, and what I love about her so much is she really fucking gets it. She knows exactly what everyone's saying about her, what everyone thinks about it, and she just rolls with the punches. She's in on the joke. Very drag of her, if I'm honest. And David Beckham is...
They actually went to Japan just after us, went to all our haunts.
Of course they fucking did. That's probably why. Probably saw you on the Instas. Just David Beckham is so sweet and so dumb, and I just love him. He's just like...
You know, he's gunning for a knighthood.
Season 6. Oh, as he fucking should.
Oh, what? We support... You want to be with that now, do you?
No! What? Call me Vicky Vivacious to my face, I do.
Vicky
No,
Vivacious, sorry.
I don't...
Go and marry Prince Charles, why don't you?
First of all,
Spaniel.
Seeing as they didn't take Jimmy Savile's away, I don't really think they mean anything. But, I mean, for someone so sweet and dumb, of course he does. Something like that, to someone that dresses like a fucking farmer, like by choice, in flat caps and tweed jackets all day,
Still.
I'm sure that means something to him. That's, but listen, they are the English royal family, so why not give them a fucking, what is it called, an OBE?
It's like OBEs and MBEs, aren't there? I don't know what's
Lame
what.
as Order of the British Empire. Lame.
And what, member of the British Empire?
Yeah. Well, you're just a member. Just lame as hell. But it was actually very sad at the end. He's got like a sort of tent in his back garden that's a barbecue tent, and he's very obsessed with grilling.
Why is it in a tent, like for smoking and stuff?
Yeah, I guess so. But it's like, you can just see their sort of like gigantic house in the background, and he's just like out in this tent. And he's like, I'll get up at 8 a.m. every Sunday. I'll come down here, and he grills a single mushroom. He cuts it open, puts it on the grill, and then eats it. And he's like, I'll come down here at 8 o'clock. I'll get on the grill. I grill some food. I listen to some music.
You've got a fly on your headphone.
Watch some footy. And it's just like, this is actually quite a sad story. It's like, this is what I don't know. The end was quite a bizarre, sad ending where it's just like, you seem quite unfulfilled, my babe. Just down here grilling your mushrooms. But love him. Love VB. I need a Victoria Beckham documentary. And do you know what I really fucking loved about it as well? Don't ever let a straight man look at you in the face and be like, Victoria Beckham, David Beckham's wife. Because in the thing, he was like, Victoria Beckham was so much more famous than me, and I joined her world. And often when you talk to men, it's like, oh, like they talk about David Beckham as if he's like the most famous person on the planet. It's like, no, he married one of the most famous people on the planet.
Take that finger out of my face. You need to point that at me, bitch.
She'd be
I
know
had
it.
the life-size cutout in my bedroom of Vicky B.
Of course you did. Did you French it late at night? Because I would have.
Nah.
I was a confused girly, but I still would have Frenched. Let's go back to the drags. Oh, God, we love a reroute.
I really enjoyed Cara and Michael's chat about her trans journey. I felt like you could just really see them like bonding in real time. I thought that was nice.
This is truly not my place to say, but 3 months on hormones, but still so soft. Still so like, oh my God, that is a woman. Like this.
I love it when they show old pictures, like baby pictures of people, because when they do it at the end, it's like often they're so young that you can't actually see the faces in it. So it's nice to... Yes, a secret.
Very, very cute. And also as well, do you know what I really fucking loved about the conversation? Obviously, I mean, listen, anti-trans rhetoric is as strong in England as it is in America anyway. But like, what's nice is hearing her, there was no hint of, which obviously she's perfectly more than it's fair to. There was no hint of like sadness in what she was talking about. It was like literally like unadulterated queer like trans joy. Do you know what I mean? Every single thing that she was talking about being trans, it was just like a celebration of it, rather than being like, I've overcome a lot of like, it's like whether she wanted, that is part of her history and she hasn't discussed it or whatever.
Think, God, like, it must be so hard just like living
Especially
your life as a
moment.
trans person. And it's like, it's just like a
Black
good
trans
reminder
woman.
that there is still joy and happiness and love.
Yeah. And she was just like it was so uplifting, which I just fucking absolutely fucking loved her.
I could just as well really relate to her being in love with her new boobies. Not completely, obviously, but there's nothing like that new titty smell, let me tell you.
Should we take a little break?
Let's do it.
Let me tell you something, you ugly bitch.
Ear Lukes. Let me tell you something.
Go on.
Did you know that the term wrong end of the stick comes from the Roman Empire and the latrines, where instead of toilet paper, they had sponges on sticks with vinegar on the end of them to help with the antibac. And to get the wrong end of the stick was originally a joke of surprise enjoyment, not confusion. You'd be like, oh, he's got the wrong end of the stick. Because it would be that, because back in the day, we didn't frown upon the gays so much, and it was
No,
like putting
especially the Romans.
rather than wiping with it, you'd put the stick end in and be like, oh,
Oh, watching.
yeah.
I'm actually not mad at that at all. You can see where the modern B-Day has come from.
Oh,
Clean that ring.
can we tell the troops about how much our life was changed when we were in America, and we were hitting all of them B-days on the daily? Like,
But only at the Madonna Inn.
didn't we have one in?
No,
I
Madonna
felt-
Inn had a Japanese toilet.
Didn't we have a B-day though? I felt like a lot of the places that we went to in America, they generally
They're
have
called
B-days.
bathtubs, Barney. I don't know what the fuck you were doing.
Is that what they're called?
No, we just...
Oh, sure.
We only had the bunting at Madonna Inn.
Oh, I felt like as well in America that they were there's B-days more, them sort of like standalone B-days a lot more.
No, they don't know what B-days are in America. Fucking idiots.
Bidet. But absolute life change when we went to Madonna Inn. Oh, look it up, glorious place.
Tried going to Japan for 2 weeks, Barney. My arsehole's never been the same.
Well, I've just
When
come...
I came
in
back
Oxford,
at
we had a
Heathrow-
B-day. And I was like, I'm never fucking going back to this lame life of dry wiping ever again. And here I am in London with me moist towelettes like an idiot.
I, of course, have a home B-Day because I'm still there, bitch.
Diva.
I don't have anything to say about Rue or the judges, do you? Lovely bit of Diamante work on Sophie.
If I was really going to pick apart, I would say, I believe Miss, is it Miss Ellis Bextor or is Sophie Ellis a hyphenated first name?
No, it's Ellis Bextor.
Oh yeah, because Janet Ellis, sure. Miss Ellis Bextor, I believe, has done her own hair.
She's just that kind of gal. That's what I meant from like when I saw her. She was just like...
She threw it
She
on.
didn't have
she's
a
there.
backdrop even. She just like on the black curtain. She's like, "Hey, I'm a mum. I've just come from home. I put on a quick glam for you. I'm just down to earth, Sophie."
She's still doing milking while she's there. Yeah. She's like, I'm a busy bitch.
She probably already owns that dress. Like,
Yeah. I just thought like she's gone quite heavy on the glam. Yeah. Love. Congrats. But then the hair was just sort of like third day. It's ready for a wash, but she'd just thrown it up. And then it was just like the pieces were sort of, it was a bit straight, but maybe she'd curled some of it. It was just quite a...
she did GAF.
Yeah.
She just chill like that.
Okay. I fucks with it.
girl.
I fucks with it. Let's talk the Fierce Force 5, which as...
Fierce Force.
I don't love as a name. I'm
5.
not going to... As soon as he was like, the Fierce 5, I was like, wow. Is that where we're at? Okay, cool.
First 5.
Yeah.
First 5.
Fierce Force 5. I need to say publicly Tamara has icon stage presence.
Literally, the first time you see her, I was just like jaw on the floor. Like, yeah, like.
She basically eviscerated every single person until Cara came on. I was like,
Cara literally came on right after her.
No, until Cara. I'm not going to lie, I didn't look at a single person until Cara's verse. And then I was like, damn, this bitch is also
just
an
when
icon.
she's doing those like digs, she was just like getting like so deep because you see that thigh muscle. I was just like, that bitch is fucking dancing those moves.
If there's one thing that she's doing, she's
like,
on stage and she be dancing.
Like Dee, Vicky, like they're doing them, but they're just like doing them. Tamara's like, do you know what I mean? Like she's like fulfilling the prophecy of those movements.
Can I tell you something about dance? There was a few people in my dance school that were like this. There is a world of dance that you can unlock if your body is one muscle.
Mine is not.
Unfortunately, mine is not. Mine is not either. Like, you can be a very, very sick dancer and you can have like perfect lines, perfect technique, all of that shit. But when you are someone that is like, has the simpatico of you have the technique, the facility, all of that, but your body is like 0% fat and you are just, when you hit it, it's hit. That's a special kind of dancer. And she's kind of got that a bit. I need to see her dance properly. But the fact that she's just like so muscular and her like, everything that she does is from like a very tight core. That's when you watch a dancer and you're like
sitting
fuck,
so
hot damn.
low in those sort of like slight crouches things. Everyone else is just kind of wishy-washy, and she's just like like horizontal legs.
It's that sort of build. Like if you look at someone like, say like Tace, for example, Tace is like a good dancer, but when you're very like slim, for example, you don't really have the muscular.
She's
thing.
very limmy, isn't she?
Yeah, you don't. That's what a lot of girls have, because they're like there's muscle there, but it's like if they were a bit bigger, then the sort of like
maybe
definition,
the
definition of it. Or you get girls that are like super super muscly, and then they don't really have the flexibility and the liquidity of it. But she seems kind of like that.
Medium.
Yeah. Ooh. And I was like, she's got to be top 3 for me. Tamaz, love her. She's got personality.
Temazepam. She needs one.
Absolutely.
Just that's what I wrote. Like giving me sexy pop star from the outset and throughout.
You could tell a dancer choreographed it though. It was a bit. They were right. It was like Cara and Tamara are like
in the middle,
absolutely fucking slamming this, and then I would look at Michael Morales and Vicky Vivacious and Dee, and it was like, these moves do not look natural on them.
Yeah.
Like these are dancer moves. And it's like, although actually I don't think that about Dee. I think Dee actually...
Dee just looked like a little girl smiling. Like,
yeah,
woo!
I thought Dee had really had the right energy in this. She was just, every time it clicked on her, she was just like they said, you look like having the most fun ever.
Yeah. There was just so much panty on display, I noticed. Like 3 girls, after they did their bits, it's like the skirts just sitting on the mom's
Caramel,
pubes.
after she was it a jump split or the cartwheel or something?
Yeah.
It just like came up and it was like, your skirt is now by your navel.
Yeah, it's someone else. I think maybe Dee and maybe Dee as well. Because Tamara had those kind of funny shorts on, didn't she? But it was just like, wow, it's attack of the full panties on stage.
And what did you think of the looks?
I like how they did the things to bring it all together, like the neon netting. I thought that was good because, like Rue said, you have the styling as part of it. But apart from that, it was all just kind of girls wearing different coloured outfits. Michael and, was it Cara? Yeah, it looks like they had the same kind of neon tape, like on the heels of their boots. They had tried to do things, but I guess they just did it. I'm
going to be really brave now and come out and say that I hate the girl group challenge normally for how they dress. I don't get why. This is why, for me personally, like Bing Bang Bong, for example, was good because, well, was it? I don't really remember.
They just were in pink, weren't they? We got the picture right there.
Well, what I would do,
signed. Don't worry about it.
Although, did you see the? Oh my god, we need to talk.
Yes, I've heard that there are some drums.
Did you see that? Our good girl Lawrence Cheney. She posted a thing to Bim and was like. She was like, look at this thing. She was like, I did not sign this. She was like, why are they selling signed the King dolls? She was like, this is not my signature. And Bimini was like, that is also not mine. She was like, they must have been
those are real though.
Fake. I mean, that's...
I don't know, because you can tell they're different handwritings. I feel like I recognise Bimini's and Tace.
To be honest, should we send a photo? Should we send a photo right now and be like, denial, confirm? All of them. Ask him. I don't think that is Lawrence Cheney's. I think that's a fake.
Interesting.
Yeah, and also like
we didn't pay for it. We stole it from the office.
we did, but we'll get back onto because we're in the middle of something.
Oh,
but maybe we'll do the end.
Maybe we'll do a little midweek bonus episode,
a deep dive, an uncover, if you will. What were we saying? Oh, just about how fucking absolute insanity.
I thought you were
was.
talking about the terrible clothes that you had.
Oh, yeah, I just don't understand why they, like, it's... What I don't love, I like a bit of elevation in the drag. I don't love to see the girls in just, like, girl clothes. And sorry, I know that maybe is quite elitist, but I just love... Who
was in girl clothes? What was Dee Dee in?
Everyone always in. What I don't love is... Drag is basically based on... female like tour outfits anyway, or is it the snake eating its own tail? But like, do you know what I mean? It's like when you have what Nicki Minaj or Taylor Swift or Beyonce wears on tour.
Taylor Swift, get that bitch's name off our pod.
I'm just trying to think of like I'm trying to think of what Jade Jolie would be wearing. Do you know what I mean? Like the basic, like it's a rhinestone catsuit.
It's a rhinestone catsuit.
That don't impress me much. I'm not very interested in that. And they always do it for the girl group. It's like they'll be in sort of like did you see someone posted like the girl group challenge bingo, and it was like it had like bang London catsuit on it. It's like just like that. I know that you need to be able to move in it, but
iridescent two-piece bunches.
Yeah, I don't know why people go from like having their own signature drag to then in the girl group they're like, I need to look like I'm in Little Mix and I'm going to have like
I guess
bunches.
You can think something that like if everyone in my group is going to wear something like this, and maybe it will all go together.
Yeah, but it's like then it's just like super unstylish and it's
but then
too
also
cookie
look at the
cutter.
Spice Girls. They were 5
Exactly.
individual styles. You don't have to.
And they don't do that in America like as much. Like you could be like, if you're a vintage queen, like do a vintage like pop girl look. Do you know what I mean? Like it's I don't know. I just don't like how then everyone exactly what all the girls are going to wear for this, and it kind of was like that. Although actually in the other group not so much.
I thought it was interesting that the first time I saw it, I was like, wow, 5-way split. But actually, Michael and Vicky were not in a split. They had turned to the back and they were like lying on the floor with their like knees back.
Yeah.
So it wasn't a 5-way split. But it's so weird that I Mandela affected myself first time. It's like, wow, 5 splits. I've seen that before.
Yeah, wow. Let's talk the M52s. First of all, fucking love the name. Very smart. You know that Rue knows who the B52s are. And
does she know what the M52 is, though?
Well, that's the thing. But I feel like often it's just gag by numbers, isn't it? It's like you just want, as long as you pick something that RuPaul will laugh at, it's like already you start on and up. And I'm sure they explain everything to him. He's like, he don't know what half the fucking thing is.
I'm surprised Michelle seemed to know what it was, although that was probably an earpiece in her ear.
Yeah, exactly. But also as well, it doesn't really matter that much because you'd be like, well, as long as Graham Norton, as long as someone does, do you know what I mean? Like on the thing, and I'm Graham Norton. Well, does he?
He's Irish. I don't know about driving up north. I don't know about the M52. I know the M1. I know the A1. M6, I believe that's on. The A303, that's something.
Okay, bitch.
Bearing in mind that these were meant to be the misfits and the other group was meant to be the pretty girls, the bodies were insane. From
Kate Butch.
Insane. I could not believe it. I've never seen the gal in a form-fitting costume before. I'd also love the fake tattoos on it.
Oh,
then
my
Banksy,
God.
just like, oh my God, like fucking how long and thin can someone be in such a gorgeous bodysuit?
Gorgeous.
Ginger, curves and motherfucking swerves. Are you mad? And then Naomi as well. It looks absolutely fucking gorgeous. I was just like floored by the bodies and how different and how gorgeous they all were.
You heard it here first. She was floored by the bodies. Absolutely stunning. They looked so gorgeous, didn't they? And Katie B on the boardie. When she came out, I was like, hot fucking damn. Where have you been hiding that? Yeah. How have we never seen your body like this before?
I know. Maybe she bought some new pads for the thing or something.
I didn't think she was padded. Was she?
I don't know. It looked like a feminine physique to me. Phenomenal.
I love this. Silly, stupid. I thought the lyrics were... It was a sing-along one. I feel like I could be... Not that I'll ever listen to this song again, but I could be in the club. I could have learnt the lyrics and be like cackling at the jokes.
My favourite Ginger line was...
Tell him.
I want meat, but I want it tender. Stew me slowly. I'll surrender.
It's much funnier. Like I just thought their lyrics were were interesting.
Naomi's was actually it's fucking spitting bars at one point. I'll see if I can get the rhythm the same. I don't know if I remember. It's like, man, you give me the ick. You make me feel sick. The way you grab on my so much use of this song. Obsessed. One question though. Why did Banksy just disappear behind the sofa at the end? It's like she went into a
She
split.
fell over.
Did she?
Yeah, it was. If you watch carefully in the background, she just sort of trips over and falls behind the sofa, which I really liked.
I thought
What a
she was like
stupid way
going
to end
into
it.
like a split. It's like, girlie, the camera's on the other side of the sofa.
Maybe she was doing 360. She thought she was at the Albert Hall.
Maybe. Or what do they call it?
In the round.
That's the one. The Shakespeare. What's he called it?
The Globe.
That's it.
Should we talk runway category? Night of 1,000 pop icon divas.
Who would you be / what would you wear?
Definitely someone from yesteryear. I have no interest in like modern pop divas because they're I don't want to see modern, you know, like it's like because modern is
You're seeing it already.
yeah modern is basically how every single girl dresses on this anyway, so I'd go yesteryear. And I was thinking, do you know what hasn't been done? We've done it, but it hasn't been seen on the runway. Given the fucking Sam Fox fantasy, let's do a double stack of that wig.
I don't think she's a pop icon.
How dare you? How fucking dare you? Sam Fox, she was on the bedroom walls of every young teen, covered in
different
spunk.
reasons, yeah.
I think she's a pop icon diva, and I will not hear
You
another.
didn't even know more than one of her songs before we saw her.
And you only know two.
Exactly.
Hit the second.
Santa Maria! Something like that.
Oh my god, which is an absolute fucking banger.
Everyone else, actually.
Yeah. What would you like to do?
But wait,
from
what would you wear?
I'd do.
Topless.
Yeah, yeah, maybe like a tearaway bikini, because I'd want to just do that double stack wig, and I'd come down, I'd be super fucking salt of the earth, I'd be winking at I don't know.
So you basically didn't put any thought into this.
I did. It was Sam Fox. That's who I'd want to be. Let me be Sam Fox.
Right.
Who about you? Yours better be fucking good now, since
This
you're
is
tearing
very
apart
hard
my
for
options.
me to choose because I like had the fear like, what if I say one and then I've forgotten like something so fucking obvious, and then I started thinking like, how would you win for RuPaul? So you would choose a Bob Mackie if you wanted to do very well. Oh, sorry, that's me tapping. My thinking tapping.
Oh god, sorry.
So what I decided on. So do you know the Katy Perry tour in
Katy Perry.
And that, my friend,
you're basic.
is a zing. Okay, so I have three
Oh my
options.
god, I can't believe you just came for Her Royal Highness Sam Fox and now you're like, have you heard of Katy Perry?
Yes, that was me playing a joke on you. It's called a prank. Yeah. So my
yanking me,
my three
Shane.
options was Lil' Kim 1999 MTV Music Awards with a cut-out tit and the purple hair.
Would you do bare breast?
Yeah.
Hello.
Or Dolly Parton at the Still Magnolias premiere in 1989 when she's just literally dripping in diamonds and a giant blonde perm.
I do know it.
Or some kind of Liberace look with just like
That's
a massive
so fucking weird that you say
cape.
that. I wrote it down and then was like, no, never mind. Why has no one ever done Liberace on?
I don't know.
I was thinking
Diva.
Liberace, the original Ziva. I was thinking Liberace myself as well. So name a theme that you would love to see.
Well, I thought we were only naming themes if there wasn't an outfit for us to
So
think
have you
of.
not done one?
I've not, no.
Okay. If I could remind you to please put your phone on
Yes, I'm
silent.
about to turn my
God, the money
airplane mode
is
on.
pouring in.
So that I can see the photos on my dock. There
Okay.
you go.
A theme that I would love to see, iconic costume malfunctions throughout the year. I'd like to see a Judy Finnegan.
Yep.
I'd like to see a Nicki Minaj.
Was Nicki Minaj?
When she was at I think with the VMAs and the front of her dress broke. And it was like a Versace dress and it was just like completely split down the front. She was doing an
Wow.
award and it was just, hold on.
You pay all that money? Well, you don't, but...
No. And then most importantly, I'd like to see Letitia Grace. Do you remember when she stood up to do the twerk and the
Yes.
dress bust at the back?
Very good.
Absolutely. Have no interest in male costume malfunctions.
Well, who is there?
Ain't nobody want to see that,
Who else is
Honestly,
there?
Bodacious
Obviously,
Babes.
Janet.
obviously, but that's unfortunately steeped in.
That is the origination
negative
of the phrase costume
Yeah,
malfunction.
negative folklore though. I don't want to have to think about Justin Timberlake for 1 second.
I'm trying to think if there's enough for people to do for a full runway. Maybe there's only
Maybe
like
we
4
could throw in
people
like a
left.
making your mind up, an intentional costume malfunction.
I don't. That's a reveal, baby.
That's true. Reveals and malfunctions through the years. But should we talk the runway?
Let's do
The
it.
night of 1,000 pop icons. Can I be really honest with you about this?
So have you been lying the whole rest of the time?
Yeah, pretty much. I didn't like this runway at all. and that's hard for me to say, but I've said it and now I'll do it. I just think like what I don't love personally is just like, I don't want to see that just the costumes remade. And that's what happened a lot this time.
Oh, I quite like that. I like seeing the side by side and seeing how perfectly people have done. That's why I love like in films if they're doing like a real event, like how perfectly they copy the things.
The thing is about that is that if you're going to do like a Rihanna remake, her costume probably costs £10,000, and it's like.
Well, you should do the Rude Boy one, and then you get the gold thing from AliExpress, like I had.
Yeah. So, but then it's like your costume is the original costume was really fucking expensive. So it's like unless you have loads of money, you can't really recreate it well.
Well, maybe she's a different costume then.
Yeah,
it's not covered in Swarovski crystals.
But it's drag. So you're gonna what? Do you know what I mean? I just think that it's kind of a bit of a pitfall because it's like they're really expensive costumes and they're going to be expensive to recreate, and some people will have the money to do that, which will mean that they'll have really amazing recreations of costumes, or they'll look like cheap versions of it.
But then that's the same for every runway. No,
because you're having to recreate someone who is very famous, therefore has loads of money and has access to the best costume. Like if your runway is like Ghosts and Ghoulies, you can do whatever you want within your budget.
But still, the ones who have the higher budgets, ones are probably going to look better.
Well, I mean, tell that to Dracula. Anyway, first up, we have Vicky Vivacious in Freddie Mercury.
She will cock you. This is a Webster Wigs. So that's what it said, Webster Wigs. So I guess she's just
what was it? What was it?
Just short hair under a crown. So maybe she's just like tied it up.
It's probably a bobby. She's probably got herself a bobby.
You reckon?
Yeah.
I don't like Queen. I don't like the way that everyone's
don't like drag queens.
With
don't like Elizabeth II, whatever her name was.
But I think this is very, very well done. I feel like
really,
I feel like the cape looked really good. I was really looking at it, and I thought it all looks quality. There's a bit of sort of looseness in the groin, but I feel like the outfit looks very well made, and the makeup was very good. I'd probably give this like an 8 or something.
Oh my fucking God! Doth the lady jump out of her seat? Yes, she does. An 8
for recreation. Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Hurry up, because I thought this is a long episode.
Yeah, truly. She's in a white unitard. She's got a hat and a cloak on, but she's in a white unitard. It's like the most unimaginative, boring thing ever. Like, he doesn't even wear white unitards. Like, he would be more dressed up than that. Like,
no, he wears like a white vest and white trousers in that look.
Yeah, but I'd rather she was wearing... I just think it's so... You can be anyone, and that's it. That's not even the most imaginative...
She's doing it for AIDS, Barney. What have you done for AIDS?
That's not even the most imaginative way to dress up as Freddie Mercury.
Someone's already done the Hoover one.
I need to fact check. She said she works very closely with Terrence Higgins. Are you in the labs, Terrence? Are you in the labs, babe? How are you working very closely?
Well, every time she's getting the money from the army trap, she goes and hand delivers it to them.
Does she? That would be nice if she was directly fundraising for them. But it's just to say you work very closely with a research trust, I just think is a bit of a swing and miss. I gave this 4, not for me. Next up, we have Dee Dee doing Nicki Minaj.
When I saw all the photos before I'd seen the episode, and this was one of this and Ginger's one were ones when I was like, who's that meant to be?
Yeah,
that is, like she said, like that's, to me, that's just a Dee Dee outfit.
That's what I put. Just like, it's cute, but it's giving all Dee Dee, no Nicki.
Yeah.
I see no Anika myself. And if you're a barb, I think you'd want to pay homage.
But then how far can a white girl pay homage? Like, she's got the outfit, she's got the dress.
Wouldn't you pick... Well, first of all, I wouldn't pick Nicki, to be honest, who is like, she's a big girl for stage costumes, which is essentially Bang London unitard. Do you know what I mean? It's just drag outfits. So I wouldn't pick her.
I would give this... I'll give it like a 7. She's...
Cute. I give it a 5.
Where's the fucking beat button?
I don't know, but you did.
Definitely, I thought it was fun. I like the beat.
7 truffles.
Next up, we have Caramel serving Beyonce.
This isn't like a very recognisable Beyonce outfit
what?
for me.
The homecoming outfit.
Well, I think of that as like sweatshirts and shit on the things.
This was the opener of it. I think this is a very iconic. This for me is like kind of what I mean about like, it's very well done. It's very nice, but it's like hers is...
That just to me looks like an AliExpress DJ costume.
But this is the thing is
because that's all recreated from Beyonce costumes.
Beyonce's is a handmade by 60 people. I
mean, it looks good, but I just mean that because Beyonce is so famous and everyone wants to be Beyonce, that Beyonce costumes is the majority of AliExpress. So to me, that's not like special or exciting. It's like a sequin leotard.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a budget version of, but that's why I don't love this.
But I wouldn't love it on Beyonce either. To me, on Beyonce, it would be a sequin leotard.
Have you seen Beyonce's one?
Clearly not, no.
Beyonce's one is like more, it's metal, it's crystal, it's diamonds, it's pretty like fucking
hardware.
Yeah. It looks heavy. It's pretty fucking sick. But that's what I mean. Like, obviously, she can't afford to have that recreate. I don't know. I would have gone with a different Beyonce look if I wanted to do Beyonce personally.
What would you go with?
Maybe like one from like the Green Light video, or like the, I don't know. She's got so many fucking sick. Maybe from like the Partition video as well. She's got loads of amazing looks in that. To be honest, again, she's not someone that would jump out that I'd be like, because
to me, I feel like the most iconic Beyonce outfit is probably the little Crazy in Love top and shorts. White vest and denim shorts.
Sure. But the thing is, again, about Beyonce, like, she is in couture all of the time. Like, it's like anything that you recreate is going to be a cheap version of it. But she looks absolutely gorgeous. She does look like Beyonce. I give it a 7.
I'll give this a 7 as well.
I thought it was fun. I like the beat. Next up, we have Tamara Thomas, our sweet angel, serving Elvis.
She did not do a post about this, so I'm not sure who the wig was by, but did you notice it was just twisted up in a small brown claw clip at the back?
Let me tell you who the wig was by. It was by Tamara Thomas. That was her wig that she wears all the time, her Kyle Richards wig.
Yeah, I know, so I was thinking it was probably, well, I was going to say, is it probably like a Luna Bundy, but it just made me laugh that there was like...
Or a Steve Austin hair, maybe.
Maybe.
That was her dark wig, and she just made a little quiff, put a little thing down at the front. And the thing that got me about it is like, baby, you couldn't even be bothered to get a hair clip that's the same. Like, you don't want a claw clip in the back that's like, it was like orange. I didn't love the hair, if I'm honest. I thought that what a great excuse. First of all, Elvis has been done so much on the runway.
By who?
First of all, your hetero friend. Who's your hetero friend? First straight man on
Maddie.
Maddie Morphosis did Elvis.
Has Ginger Minge or something done Elvis?
Ginger Minge has done Elvis. A lot of the camp girlies, it's been done loads. It's also like, I don't know. It's, if I was going to do Elvis, someone did it as well when they had their reunion in Vegas, I remember.
Why would you go for fat Elvis? Go for hot Elvis.
Yeah, it's just not particularly interesting.
I thought it was a welcome surprise because, you would assume that she would do like an Ariana Grande or something, even though she did say backstage, like, I love the old diva. So I thought this was nice. I thought it should fucking beautiful, and that tendril was sex. I actually kind of like wasn't really minding the outfit until they were like, this is just an Elvis fancy dress outfit rather than a dragged up version. I was like, yeah, to be fair, you're right.
I give it a 6.
I give it a 6 as well.
Next up, we have Michael Maruli serving Frankenspice, the outfit to divide all girls. What did you think?
This is a Marco's wig, first of all.
Marco made that for them? No fucking way. As in Marco?
There's only one Marco.
As in sorry, it's just really taken me by surprise. Marco made that wig? Fuck. I am the girls vooped.
I know you're going to hate it, but apart from the ill-fitting kind of groin region, I thought this was a really good idea. Yeah, why not? Just silly, isn't it? Stupid.
Do you know what?
I'll give it a 7.
Okay. The construction of it, if it had been different, like the bits of electrical tape down the face and stuff, just like if it.
That's the stitches.
Yeah, but like, I mean, I don't need to tear it apart.
It's a bit spooky as well. Thought you'd like that.
Was it spooky?
Well, yeah, she's like 5 people like cut together and sewn together. That's why she's got spooky makeup.
I didn't. It wasn't for me.
No.
I gave it 4. Next up, we have Banksy.
10 out of 10.
Serving Bowie-legged 10 out of 10. Absolute heaven.
Doesn't say anything about the wig, which is a shame because it was like perfect.
Loved the wig. Do you know what I loved about it as well? It was like the wig. It was quite like chunky. It looked like hair. She wasn't doing like a sort of, because we've also had a lot of Bowie, and I thought that looks like Bowie's hair.
Yeah.
And then the recreation of I think it's Comme de Garçon, I think, or like Ray Karakuba or something. Like it's one of them, but it's absolute fucking heaven. I thought she looked amazing.
So good. The presentation was amazing. Again, I'm not a Bowie gal, but this you cannot
When
deny
it's
this.
right, it's right.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Naomi Carter serving lemonade.
She has also not posted this look either. Making me think maybe she's just not posting looks because she has not done 2 in a row now.
Maybe she's waiting for her wigs to be returned by Truffle Pigs.
Well, that's not one of the ones.
who took 800 years to get her wigs back to her. Sorry, Naomi, if you're listening to this. But soon to be a lovely post, hopefully, from her. I really liked this. I thought this for me is like, it's super simple. It's an iconic look. It's not an iconic look that's really, really hard to do. She looked gorgeous. I thought it was, I liked it.
I thought it was very successful.
Yeah.
Like Lemonade is probably the album I've paid the least attention to. So I haven't seen this video a million times.
But it's an outfit with a bit of drama, right?
Yeah, and she's got the bat and like immediately you know what it is.
Yeah. I give it a 7. I thought it was fun and I liked the beat.
I'll give it like an 8.
Okay, good for you. Next up, we have Ginger serving Elton John. Did you get this reference?
No, but I'm not really an Elton girl.
You're not. Do you know what? I'm going to say it. You're not really an iconic pop diva girl.
Not for the men, no.
No.
If Prince had been on there, yeah.
Oh, Prince Roger's Nelson. She was on the Muppets.
I know, she said.
And there was a meme that was going. I think that's why she's revisiting this specific one, because there was like a meme that was going around for a bit.
I remember when I was young.
But I thought it was fun. I thought it was silly. It was like, if you really want to do Elton, at least do one where he's like, I was going to say where he's serving high camp as if he didn't spend his entire career in like glued full of sequins and wearing the most ridiculous
yeah,
shit
loads of
ever.
his stuff is
yeah. I give it a 7. Oh, Bob Mackie.
Yeah.
Is it? Love. Yeah, I give it a 7.
I'd give this a 7 as well. And I feel like I realise who she reminds me of. I think she reminds me of Stella. Just it was always
Stella?
so like cute and just
Silly
smiley.
sausage. Yeah, love her. Next up, we have Kate Butch serving That Don't Impress Me Much. Is the Twain still running? What was your thoughts?
I thought it's an incredible idea. And do you know she made this look herself, including
Did she?
the £5 eBay wig. And I think, to me, there's just 2 elements of it that is too small. It's the leopard print and it's the hair. If she had the print double the size and then just like a backcombed wig with a giant hood, I think this would have been a lot more successful. But she just kind of looks, if you squint your eyes, she just kind of looks like Little Red Riding Hood and mustard.
Do you know what my problems with it was? Tone and saturation. First of all, the leopard print in the video is super, super rich, like the browns of it are super rich and it's velvet. And that's why it's like, bitch, what, you in the desert in velvet? Like, and head to toe. And it's like, it looks super luxe. And that is sort of like a light brown velvet. So it just looks a lot more sort of like drab. Do you know what I mean? It's like more yellow tone. And then the wig, Shania, she's got gorgeous, vibrant red hair. And then she went sort of like dishwater brown.
Yeah.
And it's like,
highlight.
and then also the tight. I don't mean to be a stickler for the tight scale, but you're giving me grey leg. You're giving me Battle of the Somme. You know, it's like that's not what I need. I need I just need the whole thing on saturation just turned up. But I did quite like it, and I like that she made it.
Yeah, I like that she brought in all the little gags and stuff.
Yeah, me too. I thought the presentation really amped out for me. I gave it 7.
For me, it's a missed opportunity. I have to give it 6.
Okay, but I would love to see a gorgeous. I mean, I can't really now because it's been done so many times, but I'd love to see a good Shania, a really, really banging Shania.
It's like the best look ever.
Yeah, heaven.
Let's move on.
Because also as well, the craziest thing is like, how can you miss out? She's got the fucking suitcase. She's got a velvet leopard print suitcase.
She's got a velvet print bag.
Yeah, it's just not the same though.
It's not.
It's not.
It's also white leopard.
Does it brighten up your world? Is it a zinger? Does it make you want to hurt? Is it me? Zingers and mingers.
Love it. Let's talk zinger and minger. My zinger for the week was unfortunately not on the runway because it was actually quite a boring
There were
week.
barely any wigs.
Barely any wigs, and the wigs that there were half hidden under shit and just quite boring. So I really liked Michelle's hair this week. I thought I liked the volume. I wonder who does her hair in the UK, because I imagine it's not his
in the
finished
recording
touch.
studio or in the
Both.
judging?
Loved the height of the fringe in the. I thought it really.
Can't remember what her hair was in either.
She just had like really nice. I mean, again, just like really nice Marcel waves as always, and she's got very nice hair next week. She's got sort of like 3 ponytail thing going on.
I saw that.
I really liked her hair, and I
Did it
think
look young for her? But, yeah.
oh, a little young. Okay.
I'm wondering.
Claws on aisle 5. What about yours? What was what zinged?
My zinger was the Bowie one because just seemed perfect.
And what about the Ming?
That £5 eBay wig.
It was going to be mine, and then I remembered that Michael Maruli hybrid wig is right there.
I'm going to tell Marco you said that.
He don't know you. Let's talk. Let's go into the critiques and the judges and the deliberations and the safe girls, shall we?
So the safe queens are Team M52s.
Yeah.
Which means we can't have any more double saves now, as we've now levelled out since the COVID gal and the Predator gal aren't in the seasons.
Also, as well, I remembered who I think it is. Weren't we told by a certain girlie, I can't remember who it was, actually, but weren't we told that there was like a queen from the north that does a lot of like, who was like Southeast Asian and does like a lot of like Bollywood?
Can't remember.
I feel like we were told, I feel like I had on Instagram, she showed us who it was and she was like, this girl is going in. I've spoken to her. So I feel like maybe she was the COVID girl, because I need to know who the COVID girlie was.
Well, hopefully she'll be on next time.
I hope so.
I think the only thing I wrote really about the critiques was I just really like the interaction between Tamara and Rue when she's like, I just feel like a fucking star. And then Rue's like, you are. She's like, I know.
Sorry for your ears then, as I was screaming at her.
And I really liked Sophie's clap back at Michael. She's like, well, why didn't you do me then? But she's a girl's girl.
Yeah.
She
Do you know
gets
what?
it.
The only thing I wrote was, is it just me, or is SEB? She's a bit more common now. When I remember her talking like this. No, I'll get over you. She's not Australian, so let's stop that.
Maybe
right now.
that's just singing voice, because like people like your Amy's and your Adele's.
Well, if this ain't love, like she's
Feels
very,
like-
very RP. And then
Why does it feel like?
And then when she was on there, she was she was a scrubber like us.
No, she wasn't.
Well, she's still from Blue Peter blood. So
The blue blood of Peter.
Yeah, she was much more common though. But should we go into Untucked?
Yeah, who wants to be shady and fun?
Me. Dee Dee to come in and be like, OMG, me. What a week for me. I'm so excited for me. It was like, I don't think your critiques were that good. Love her.
I mean, she was in the better group.
She was in the better group, but it's like clearly from that group, they were like going absolutely insane about Tamara and going absolutely insane about Caramel. It's like, you think that would be the first conversation that they would have, be like, so what was it like? And be like, well, they went insane about. But I rate
She's
it.
young, isn't she?
I was going to say,
So I was like, what's going on? You're going to tell them what's going on.
And also when people are like, she's here for herself, it's like, you're damn fucking right. I want to win.
Who else? Who
I want her to
are
win.
you here for?
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Jim the postman.
she's got so much, she's vitality. Is that the word?
Sure.
She's vibrant. She's young. She's hot. She's fun. But I was just very into it. And I love when girls are often quite spooked by if someone's just like, you know, the delusion of like, say like Valentina. She's like, I am fantastic and I'm going to win this. And they're like, why the fuck is she saying that? It's like, because she's fantastic and she's going to win it.
So mad that she had only been doing drag for like a few, like 6 months before that. And like beforehand, like she had people come in and like a makeup artist come and like design her face and teach her how to do her face and all of this stuff. And like,
And that,
wish I had that kind of team.
And that video, you've barely got me.
I know, I don't want you.
She, the video as well of her that I sent you the other day, where she's on the pod with Monet Exchange, and the gorgeous womana that she is these days, just like sort of like a soft bit of smoky liner, and then just that skin. She's got the most gorgeous skin in the whole
That
world.
reminds me, I need to watch the finale of Drag Race Mexico.
I wish you would.
Love getting so much more Valentina in my life again.
I was really surprised as well when they went backstage and they were like, so what did you think of ours? And they were like sort of as if they couldn't even say a single sentence about it. It was like, I don't think yours was much better at all. It's not like they were like
I think
crazy
theirs was
different.
much better.
Much better? Oh, I
Yeah.
don't think at all. I think the lyrics.
Much better. No, not to do with the lyrics, to do with the visual.
Yeah, the visual. I mean, the dancing was better on the other side, but also they did have an injured person and it had to be around a sofa, which just like
Well,
makes
yeah,
it
like Tamara
instantly.
said, like, I mean, You had good lyrics, it's fun. And there was a sofa. It's like, what do you want us to say? There was a fucking sofa on your stage.
But I was surprised that they were carrying on this sort of thing. They was like, ooh. It was like, it wasn't that much. I don't think they weren't great. It's not going to like go down and like, I don't know. Let's go back to the judges. You got any more to say about the Untucked?
I just was going to bring up about how normally the winning team all get a badge and this year they don't. And I'm glad because I felt like
you don't love it, do you?
I felt like that was unfair. And then there would be these kind of like, I ain't naming names. There'd be like these dud ones who were like lucked out in being in the good team, like lording it over ones that haven't got a badge yet. It's like, you've got a default badge.
Well, famously, Lawrence Chaney was like, I'm going to be so terrible in this group. I can't be in a girl group. I don't like to write my own raps. I can't rap like all of this. And then she was like, and then she got in Bing Bang Bong. She's like, well, damn.
Wait, what?
Lawrence Chaney.
I feel like, wait, but how is that relating to what I'm saying?
Because you were like the duds in the group that get the badge. Famously, Lawrence Chaney had like one of the badges that she got.
Oh, sure.
People were like, she doesn't
sure.
deserve to win, which obviously she did. But like, people were like,
But I don't think she was actually that bad in it.
No, but she said that she was.
Yeah.
She was like, I'm a fucking dud and I'm being carried by the group. It was like, well, that's why you make sure you get put in a good group, you know?
What do you think?
I mean, they're absolutely fucking worthless. You can buy them at DragCon, so...
No, but the fact that it counts, then that people think that counts towards your like track record.
Yeah, it makes more sense to pick a good one from the group, because often as well, like, there are people that are just like miles, like no one compared to Tamara in that. Like, she needed the badge, but damn. Should we go to the lip sync?
Let's do it. Another shit song. I'd like to campaign that please no dance songs for lip sync. Like every now and then it will work.
They have to pay for it, so that I guess they can just get what they can get.
Like they've got money. It's the BBC and fucking World of Wonder. Like they've got the cheddar.
But also as well, like imagine all the finger wagging divas that go to Mighty Hoopla that are like, yeah. I mean, I just don't think it's the best genre to allow performance to shine. Yeah, but
there's not enough like interesting bits of music to like dance to.
Becky Hill was one of those girls that it's like I bet she is absolutely stacked back to back with number ones. I couldn't pick her out of a queue in Tesco's. I
only know what she looks like because she was on Love Island a couple of years ago.
Wasn't that Mabel?
That was before.
Oh really? Yeah, I don't even know what colour her hair is, but I know that she's
sandy, blondie, brown.
Oh, good for her.
Colour of those cardboard boxes.
Good for her. I again, she's like so famous, I'm sure. But yeah, have no clue what she looks like. Which is kind of the fame that you want, I guess. Which is why drag queens get it so good, because you can truly you get out of drag and you are invisible to the world. What did you think of the song? Not popping for you? No, me neither.
I'm glad that the claw clip got released and the red bikini top came out. Yeah. But it's like, what is wrong with your trousers, girl? Why are you having to hold them up constantly? Just I thought she was going to rip them off.
I thought that she was going to do a rip into a full bikini.
Yeah,
but maybe that didn't work out. I really thought Cara came for blood with this. Them arms, they've never been out of work. She was like an air traffic controller on a fucking mission. I
think she kept the hat on too long though, because it was making her very.
I wish she'd kept the hat on, to be honest.
It wasn't the fullest PT, was it?
It was not. And let me tell you, ponytail switches cheap. You can get a good thick one for cheap. And I thought that, do you know what I think it was? I get the feeling that the way it was pinned in, that maybe it like got caught, like raveled on itself, or maybe, I don't know, but.
I felt when I saw her backstage with it looked very small.
It didn't feel like a reveal to me, if I'm honest. Not that it needs to be a reveal.
I don't think it was a reveal. It was more just like, I'm taking it off and now I'm going to fucking dance. But I wish we got to that point sooner.
Yeah, because also as well, I was thinking that she was going to keep the hat on because she was kind of holding it and it was a bit duddery, and I was like, oh god, I hope that's going to come off. But I think she was very, very, very good in this. I thought she gave a lot of high NRG.
Yeah, Tamara wasn't able to showcase the same kind of dancing in this that she had been in the challenge,
which is insane because she's a dancer.
But
so
I feel like it's too hard to perform. You can't really perform to.
But she's got tricks for days, and it's like you had Caramel.
And shit.
We had Caramel like jumping. I've seen her. I've seen her. She's a real dancer, and she wasn't really dancing that much. I was wondering
maybe it's because she's trying to hold up the fucking trousers the whole time.
Well, exactly. Oh, imagine. Oh, you'd be livid, wouldn't you? Should we do Rose and Thorn?
Yeah.
Hit him. For you this week?
The rose for me was, I thought it was just a really good theme. I love Night of a Thousands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Mine was Sophie Ellis-Bextor. God, what a timeless beauty. She is, dare I say it, she's got what Catherine Zeta-Jones is. Maybe it's the double-barreled. Look at me.
No, she doesn't.
No. Oh, she hasn't got the Catherine Zeta.
No.
I think, though, she's got such, like...
Catherine Zeta is just perfect proportion. Sophie Ellis-Bextor's got a bit of a wide moon face, and she's a
well, that's
bit
what I
more
love about
ordinary
her.
than Catherine.
I think she's got a bit of the Sophie Dahl about her. There, I said it.
You can take that.
Yeah. Take that to the bank, girlie.
A couple of full moons over there.
I think she is gorgeous and fun, and I love her.
I love her.
And I thought she did really well on as a judge.
Yeah, she's great.
What was she?
Wait till you see her live, Barney, honestly.
What was the thorn in your side this week, Luke?
Thorn was missed opportunities on the Shania Twain.
Ouch. Can I tell you mine? In stark contrast to yours, I want Better Night of a Thousands. I don't know what that may be, but you know what? I'm not on the payroll.
Well, I agree. Just any pop star is too broad, but I do love seeing recreations of famous looks.
Yeah, but it could I don't know what this could be, but it could be like Night of a Thousand
corpses.
Exactly. Like who, but also it could be like Night of a Thousand, like mistresses of horror. Do you know what I mean? Like something. It doesn't necessarily need to be
Then
like
that could
a
just
pop
be
star.
Horror.
Yeah, true.
Night of a Thousand.
This is why we're on the
implies it should
payroll.
be the same person because it's just all loads of the same, isn't it?
Sure. Well, this is why we're not on the payroll, Luke. But very excited about next week.
Oh, we got quick drag. It looks like a mask quick drag as well, which is funny and stupid.
Love. And also, do you think them wigs are provided? Because I thought I don't think they don't scream someone's signature drag look. For me.
Probably. Don't they use
Wigs and Grace
for America? I don't know if they've used a British company for something like that. Yeah.
No. Well, they looked quite shaky. So let's.
They didn't
Oh
ask
my god!
us.
Quickly, let's talk.
Oh yeah. Okay. Annoyingly, you didn't message the girls and haven't got responses of them, so cannot confirm or deny at this point.
No, but maybe we'll put it on the pod. We'll put the response. So the Twitter absolutely fucking ablaze
X.
with this is alleged. All of this is alleged. But a lot of the Drag Race girls being like, I can't remember which company it is. I won't say their name because it's all alleged. But a lot of the Drag Race girls, I think it all started off with Sminty being like, I should be able to be in the prime of my life enjoying all of the money that I've been on tour for the past year. I should be able to be enjoying them funds coming through. But I'm still owed tens of thousands of pounds by this company. And then, wouldn't you know it, like a Mexican wave of anger and hostility, all of the girls coming out being like, yeah, Ahura being like, me fucking too, bitch. I'm owed like 40 grand or something. And then Lawrence Chaney being like, well, funny you should mention that. And then just every single motherfucking diva.
Tagging them in every single
from
post.
John O'Groats to Land's End being like, listen, bitch. And then all of the girls also being like, look, I'm not a Drag Race girl, but when they came to my town, they said, hey, do you want to do 4 numbers for £80?
Wow.
And I still haven't been paid.
Why?
And then-
That's on you, child.
and then and then one of the thing is, it's
I mean, it's great fucking...
It's an age-old tale. It's like, oh, do you want to come be like do you want to come support Taste on tour? And it's like, yes, obviously.
Especially if it's in your hometown. It's like, well, now everyone in my hometown that likes drag knows me.
And obviously it's like, yes, obviously hundreds of people are coming to see them and that will hopefully build up my profile. And also they're like, I would probably do that for free. And they're like, well, funny you should mention that. You're going to be doing it for £11 and some drinks tickets. Like, it is truly repulsive. And I can't remember what the company is called. I wish I could.
It's run by cis white men, though.
Yeah. I imagine it's probably run by cis white men that also get up on stage in their skinny jeans in their circuit.
Wow, you are being very pointed now.
Listen, me and Luke's, we are people that have sat through absolutely every single Drag Race show that has been at a certain venue that we don't have to pay tickets for, and that's why. But that we have seen these shows, and it's quite jarring when the person hosting the show who isn't a drag queen
Or even in drag.
Yeah. Gets up and does their own numbers. That's all
Yeah.
I'm saying. But yeah, then on Twitter, someone
But wait, there's more.
someone dug up it must be public because they're, I guess, a public trading company, like how much they're in debt. It was like 500,000 in debt this company is currently in half
So
a
what
million.
have they? Is this all just gone to shareholders then?
I have
Where's the money gone?
Well, apparently on holiday homes. Again, allegedly.
Yeah. Because how are you bankrupt when you owe this much money? Like something in the milk ain't right.
Right, but it was just there's quite often like a public like
company
the snow.
house.
Well, no, but like the snowballing of everyone just been actually. Hang on, me too, and just so many of the girls. Also, Joe Black eviscerated, went absolutely in, just like piping hot.
I'm gonna need to see.
You're gonna need to see it. But again, this is all alleged, and we.
So has the alleged tour organisational company responded?
I don't believe they have, but do you know what? Like,
I don't think that we won't name
Performance-
names. You've literally said it 20 times.
I haven't said anything. You're confusing two stories.
Okay.
But listen, drag is expensive, and do you know what the girls come out to see? It's the drag queens. Pay your fucking queens.
Well, yeah. You don't get to be on stage if you don't have queens to...
Pay your fucking queens. So, yeah. But on that negative note, I guess we'll see you next week.
See you next week. Oh, go on. Give us a little rating if it's nice. Tell a friend.
Oh
Come
my God,
on.
yeah. Go and tell your friends. And also go on Spotify. And I saw on Spotify. We've got a very good rating actually the other day. So go on Spotify and go on podcasts and go leave us some fun. Oh, and then we'll talk about you.
Maybe.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Love you.